First of all, it takes a lot of talent to scale and climb out a window wearing an outfit like this. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Here's the story behind that. Let's go. It is December 4th. It is a super full moon. Every teacher everywhere does not need me to tell them that because they already know. However, this story kind of technically starts last month's full moon. I think it was November 5th when one of my little angels decides, for reasons unknown to me, to hang and swing from my door handle. I'm talking hand on this side facing parallel to an open door, hand on this side swinging, okay? Again, for reasons beyond my comprehension. When this student did that, it kind of messed up the locking mechanism inside, and the handles weren't sitting quite right in the lock position. It was still locked and it was still safe. Couldn't get in. But you could open it. Little foreshadowing. I walked today 2 seconds down the hallway to my coworker's classroom to ask her a simple question. And on my way back, one of my other team members, she goes, "Your door is stuck." I said, "Huh?" She said, "It's like stuck and they're in there." I said, "I beg your finest pardon." Get to my door, start pulling on it. Sure enough, it is stuck. I am locked outside of my classroom. My students are locked inside of my classroom. One of my students had gone to the restroom, and when they returned, shut the door. Wasn't exactly gingerly. Not their fault. We are supposed to keep our door shut for safety purposes, you know? They were following school procedure. You know, that's fine. But when they did, it stuck, okay? The mechanism that I said, yeah, it's sticking out in the door frame and jamming the door. So it's dismissal time, okay? And they are calling bus riders up to the front of the school. They are sending the car riders to their dismissal area, all while my students are still in the classroom. So I'm still trying to shake this door handle and pull it with all my might. Fun fact, it's not budging at all. So finally I'm like, okay, y'all are gonna have to go out the fire window. We have a single story school, like there is not a second floor to our school, but the fire windows, I'm 5'3", and the brick base of them is about right here to me. So chairs are needed and ladders on the other side. Well, I'm trying my best through the glass of my door frame to tell my students how to open my fire window. And if this one's on me, sometimes while I'm face to face with them, they do not follow instructions exactly. And that one's on me. I'm trying to give them instructions through a glass door without being in there to show them. That is on me. Finally, one of my team members, she's like, "I'm going to call into your room and I'm going to walk them through it." I was like, "Perfect, great. I'm still going to be working on this door." She calls them and we finally get them through it after a few students have not been successful. Okay, so the fire window's open. I'm like, "You're going to have to get a chair." I'm screaming through the glass door. "You're going to have to get a chair." They finally get a chair. At this point, other coworkers are at my exterior side of the window helping my students get out and like go around to where they're supposed to be, wherever. And I'm still out in the hall. So I finally walk around and help the last few get out of my classroom. I was like, that door's stuck. Well, we had a faculty meeting right after work today, like after dismissal. My stuff is still in my classroom. So I'm going to have to scale the window to go in to get that. But also I'm going to try to use my body weight and my strength to pop the door open with my shoulder. It wasn't budging. Even while somebody, like an adult, was pulling on it on the other side as I was moving. Not moving, okay? So I toss my water bottle and my bags out to another coworker who was helping my students, okay? I scale into the building and then I was like, well, now I can't get out, so I've got to scale back out. And again, these windows are probably about this tall. So I'm having to like really stretch up there. It's a good thing I work out because I'm having to pull myself up on the window frame and like pop myself up with my other leg. It's a whole ordeal. Okay, finally get there. After the faculty meeting, we are still working on my door. Like we all go to the faculty meeting. We go back down to my door. After several hammerings and crowbar pullings and some pin popping from the hinges, my door is currently off its hinges. And if I'm being honest, so am I. It'll get fixed tomorrow. I don't know if I will, but you know, there's that. And on top of that, I have an observation tomorrow. I'm just done with December. I am calling it deuces. I am peacing out. Girl Scout, Cub Scouts, whatever you are. I'm done. I just want to go home, stay at home, sing Feliz Navidad and drink some hot chocolate and read my books. I don't know what this supermoon had in it, but like keep it in orbit this next time. If you like teacher stories or, you know, stuff like that, like, follow for more. I don't even, normally my closing's like, happy whatever day of the week it is. I don't have that in me today. So, like, bye and just pray for me on Friday.